right. All right.
Okay, Randy, switch sides of the screen.
Oh, yeah.
hurry, switch.
Before they see it. What's going on, Jose and Kayla?
Hey, how's it going?
Going great. Just
good.
want to take a second to kind of introduce you to us. My name is Randy, and I'm in Oklahoma City.
I'm Ashton, and I'm in Piedmont, Oklahoma.
And I'm John. I'm in Topeka, Kansas.
Hey guys, nice to meet you.
You too.
Great to meet you too. Great. So, tell us a little bit about what you got going on and what is happening Friday.
Take it away, Jose.
Wow. There's so many moving parts right now. So we're releasing our next single on Friday, Voodoo Doll. And we're really excited about this song. I think this is definitely the bread and butter of what we were trying to do between the feel, the energy, and just the vibe of the song. So we're really excited to finally get this one out. So, but it's like suddenly getting turned up to 11 now. Everything is just coming on fast. Everything is moving fast. It's exciting. Yeah, it is.
Good
I know
deal.
you're doing something right.
Hell yeah. Where are you guys located?
So I'm in Denver.
Okay.
And the rest of the band lives in Colorado Springs, which is about an hour and a half away. So
that's not bad.
Yeah.
we're kind of neighbors. Yeah, we just say we're from the Springs.
So what's
nice.
the weather like there right now?
It's so cold.
Oh my god.
We went to a concert last night. It was like a 10-minute walk to the venue, and I think it was like 4 degrees outside. It only feels like a -7. I'm like, all right, this is pretty bad. But
yeah, we were at 12 today, and then wind chill at like -20, something like that. It's like, this is horrible.
It's ridiculous.
The planes just sweeping in the cold. It's just, I think I'm ready for spring.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
it's insane.
Randy, now that we got the weather report done.
Yeah, welcome. This is actually a news channel. We've all been
what's it like in
Right.
Kansas? We didn't get the Kansas piece of this.
It's cold.
How cold is it?
It's cold enough my dogs are not going outside to pee and poop. Like they're like, no. Like, hell no. So anyway, let's move on beyond how did you guys all get together as a band?
So what was interesting is, Kayla and I had worked in a group before. I had recently moved to Colorado Springs, and I started playing with a Latin jazz group, and that's where I first met Kayla. So we were with this group for a while, and that group folded, and then out of the blue, one of our previous members said, hey, I got an audition from another female singer from up in Denver named Kayla. I was like, oh, really? This will be really interesting. So she did a rough demo for one of the songs and sent it back and just nailed it. So I'm like, okay, this is interesting. This is very coincidental because here we are, we're doing Latin jazz, and she's a killer vocalist. Now she's coming back and doing harder music. I'm like, oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a big plot twist. I think it was funny too, like our meeting place being this, Latin jazz wasn't even a genre I was familiar with, and kind of over the course of my music career, it's been like one experiment after another, and this was definitely the most out there. So when I saw it was Jose in the band, I was like, oh my gosh, my secret's been revealed. Like, he's gonna know I'm all over the place. But it's been a really, really happy accident. I think Bob Ross used to say that, happy accident.
Yeah.
Have y'all heard
that? That's what my parents tell me I was. But,
yeah, exactly.
And then with theirs, just forming with the rest of members, like, Chris and Cam are not able to make it tonight, but and then just from there, it's just been growing. It's become really positive, and just knocking out ideas. The creative juice has just been flowing since day one, and it's been great.
Really cool. So I was kind of looking at your website, and you guys put the things that you like to do next to it and everything. And you guys are really healthy and energetic and exercise. And so how do you find it eating healthy while you're on the road? Is that a struggle for you?
I mean, that's so funny that you bring that up. Number one, because it's like when I fill out something like that, I'm like, no one's ever gonna read this. And then having that be like question number one, I'm like, oh my gosh, like the internet is forever. But we've been in conversation about that. You know, we're really excited in April to be going on the road with Vantana and Killer's Confession. We have a huge tour ahead, and I mean, it is like such an undertaking and such an honor, first of all. So everything I'm about to say, we're very excited to go, but like so many factors to think about, including what you just mentioned. Like, how are we not gonna like go to Waffle House every night? Like,
exactly. Just swing into McDonald's.
I know, and especially like, you know, think about being your most drained, exhausted version of yourself and then doing it times 22. Like, you know, we're like, I think Jose has been great about the strategic, like, okay, we need to have these snacks in the car, we need to be ready and like fuel up. So we have a good team of planners, not myself, but you know, these guys are like, they're like my brain sometimes. So it's been exciting to, you know, think about things like that. And it's so funny that you asked that. I'm like, maybe it is relevant.
Well, we say that, but I'm sure come day 3, we're just gonna be hitting McDonald's after every show. Like, as long as the trailer doesn't hit the building, we're good.
Oh yeah.
So, well, let's be honest, that's probably what's gonna happen. But you know, it feels good knowing that I'm gonna eat my vegetables on the road.
Yeah, we'll try. We'll try.
I will say, because you said it, there is a Waffle House probably about 10 to 15 minutes from the venue after your April 25th show.
Oh, he's got it planned out. Look at that, another planner.
Yeah. I'll have to put that on the calendar.
We know where we're going for dinner.
You are going to be in Tulsa on April 4th, and I'm sure we can find a place for you right after that as well.
Oh yeah.
There's probably a Waffle House somewhere up there.
Probably a Waffle House.
Well, you know, we try to be healthy, but at the same time, most of us are foodies, so it's like, okay, where's the good stuff? You know,
For real.
Yeah,
for real.
So I do have a question for you, Kayla. How is it for you to be in the band with 3 older guys?
There it is.
The elephant in the room. Here we go.
Yep.
I have to say, I was actually on the phone with my dad today, and I was catching up with him, and kind of like Jose said, like things have been just rolling in the way that you hope and wish for, you know, and then the moment comes, and I feel like we're, you know, in one of those moments. And I was telling my dad, like, I've been so lucky to be in this group because, you know, maybe at first glance, it's like I'm the odd one out, but it never feels like that. It really doesn't. It's something I actually never think about until somebody else brings it up, because, you know, we all have really become a unit. And I think sometimes with bands, like the front person really is shining in a really cool way, but somehow because we're all bringing these different elements, it really just feels like a unit, and that we're just this unified front. And so, you know, the age gaps we mostly just make fun of, and, you know, they'll make references to things I'm like, I have no idea what you're talking about. But, you know, I feel super just lucky to feel safe and feel like I have this space to, you know, be feminine and sing about feminine topics, but also have these guys who are super musical and super, you know, excited to try new things with me and to give me that space. It's been, honestly, I can't say enough good things about it. So I'm grateful. But don't tell the rest of the guys, because I don't want to make their heads sick.
There goes my ego already.
Yeah.
It's interesting because we talk a lot about this, and it's just like some of us are older and all that, so we come from different generations and different things. But a lot of the music and what Kayla's singing about is talking about that empathy of understanding what young people have gone through, what older people have gone through. So it's like, well, maybe we should exemplify that. That by extending that little bit of empathy might make it a little more relatable.
Yeah, and honestly, to go off of that point, it's like sometimes when there's a really powerful message or a super, you know, just kind of a badass chick like taking the stage, not that it's not, you know, easily digestible, but, you know, it's different. It's different than what people might be used to, and something that really excites me going on this tour and having, ex Mushroom Head members just completely destroy. I think that the fan base might be able to digest what we have to offer just by seeing the other guys, if that makes sense. It's like maybe they'll be more inclined to peer in and kind of see what we have going on. So I feel like honestly it's going to work to our advantage. And like I said, the feeling of being the odd one out is, I'm always making fun of them. It's never me. So, it works out.
It's funny. So like with the statistics with the band, Kayla's the tallest, and she's probably the most mature out of all of us. So
That's right.
The balance is there. So
that's right, y'all.
Oh my goodness.
Randy, before we get too far, I'm sure you have a song loaded up, but since their new song comes out on Friday, I don't know which one to lead up with. I didn't know if you had that or not.
I don't. I do have Almost There.
I was gonna say Almost There came out in November, so that's the next best thing, right?
Yeah, next best.
It's because we're almost there to the new song.
God dang it!
Right.
I was gonna say it.
There. Oh.
it never stops.
Someone's getting a rave.
All right.
Ashton stole the dad joke.
You're the needle that puts the evil in me. Your medicine tastes so sweet.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
One thing I want to say that's kind of funny, she wasn't kidding when we said that she's the tallest.
Oh,
Yeah.
I saw that and I was like, that one's kind of funny.
It is.
I love it.
Right on, right on. So how do you guys go about writing music? Who does the lyrics? How does it start off? Do you guys do it all in a room? Does one person build something and send it off to the next person? How does that evolve?
Yeah.
Jose, I think you should talk about the initial process, and then I'll pick up.
Okay. And I apologize if I get long-winded on this, but I do a majority of the writing of the song. It's just taking an idea of where my influences are, our influences, the sounds that we want, and getting different rhythmic feels of like, okay, let's try and go sound like this, and then kind of design songs based off of that. So we write out a song, and then we have a great production team. We've been working with Scott Wilson from Saving Abel and Tantric out of Sunshine Studios out here. So once we have the groundwork of what we think the song is, bring it to him, and that's where Kayla and Scott just take it into a whole new level. I've always had struggle writing melodies and lyrics and all that. Like I like to produce songs, I like to write, but for some reason that's never been my strength. And then we get them in the room and I just sit back and they just run with it.
Yeah, and I will say that I think that the foundation of everything that we've written so far, it really does start with Jose's idea, and even though he's not going hard on the lyrics, he, when you hear like the instrument of any song and like just the track, it sets the tone, it sets the energy, and it plants whatever idea lyrically that you go with, so even though he's kind of giving a blank slate, it's never really a blank slate because it's like the bones, right? And then when we get in the studio all together, we get to kind of build the skeleton or whatever you call it. But I just want to kind of speak on the collaboration with Scott because I've been writing for a long time, kind of just on my own and for fun or just because it feels natural. And working with this project has been really cool because it's become more structured and I've learned a lot of skills. Like through Scott, he'll kind of hear my idea that's all over the place and he'll just guide me along the way. So that's been a super cool process. And also with the entire band, something that I've loved is like we're really all a part of every step, you know? Once Jose brings that initial idea, we're all in the studio together. And even as we go through lyrics and ideas, people are pitching in little things here and there that like completely make a huge difference. So yes, I think I've been taking, you know, the head when it comes to the lyrics, but like I said, it's a genuine collaboration, which is something I've never experienced. So
Yeah.
really,
I think I look at the focus of I just try to get the idea started, take it some initiative or whatever, and then I'll take it with Cam, who's got a great ear for this stuff, and is like, oh, that reminds me of this, and he comes up with some. Not and the thing is, it's not just like I'm the guitarist. That's my only problem. Drums, you worry about drums. We all share, and we interact in that sense too. It's like, hey, Chris, this is the drum pattern I thought of. First off, is it humanly possible? What do you think? And then he comes in and puts his own 2 cents on it. Same thing with Cam. So we all get a taste on it, but more importantly, we're all getting our own buy-in. Because I don't want to foster an environment where it's like, no, this is the song, this is what we're doing. Have a nice day. That I think by having equal parts in all this, is what has allowed our relationship to just foster so well. Because it's like, you know, Kayla might not play guitar or whatever, but her input is just as valuable as any of the other ones, any of the members. So
yeah.
Now,
I
Jose,
love how you guys work together. Absolutely love it.
Influences. How did your influences differ from, say, like having the younger person with you in the band change how your music moves forward?
So the way I've been writing, at least for the last 2 decades, is I try to get out of whatever I think is what I should be doing. Having a classical background, really big into prog and all that kind of stuff. I found my writing style was based off of that. Scott did a great job of reeling me back. It's like, slim it down a little bit and realize where you're looking at from a singer's perspective. So I go back to the music that I enjoyed, a lot of the industrial and hard influences from the 90s and the 2000s. Like, I don't know if I should be dancing or moshing to this music. So, and that was the best part about all that stuff. And then bringing in more modern sounds with it too, and a lot of the influence of the stuff that's coming out of K-pop and J-pop and the synth sounds we're using that to add that youth into it. And then Kayla comes in and it just makes it completely refreshing in that sense too.
Yeah, something I think a funny line that I've heard a lot from Jose is we'll be walking out of the studio dead tired and he's like, well, that did not go how I expected, but always in this exciting way because we're still, you know, in this experimental, you know, stage where we don't necessarily have a drilled down, this is exactly what it needs to sound like. It's really something that's like this living, breathing thing. And when it comes to influence, it's actually really funny. What we were talking about earlier is like, I'm not a veteran in the rock scene whatsoever. And so my influences are narrow, but I found that to be kind of a bonus. We're wanting to do something different. We're wanting to bring something energetic and lively and new. And having less experience with this genre has made like my biggest influence just life, you know, like lyrically, I'm writing about experience after experience. And then with everyone else's knowledge of, you know, the genre, it really has just given it the shape. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And who are some of your actual influences, Kayla?
So my heart and soul is in R&B. I have a couple solo projects here in Denver, but I really love funk. I love Stevie Wonder. I love, you know, Etta James, Aretha Franklin, Beyonce, you know, so I have a really soulful ear. And then when it comes to rock, I'm really loving like Hailstorm. And I'm, of course, Paramore. I'm like looking at these bands with these really powerful front female leads. And of course, taking, you know, anything I can get and when it comes to inspiration. But the guys definitely have more coverage when it comes to rock.
Like you listed off a lot of people that just tells me you got an old soul anyway.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So maybe I'm not the youngest.
Maybe I'm not the youngest. You're still the tallest.
You knew all those people she was talking about?
Oh, yeah. You realize who my dad is?
I know. He's old too.
Yeah, he's old too.
Oh, yeah.
I think we need to make sure we get the best one-stop shop for where to find anything Aeternum. I had to write that down so I could pronounce it properly like 3 times.
We're still having that problem too, so it's all right.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead, Jose.
What was the question?
Oh, sorry. I thought I cut them
I
off.
squirreled.
Well, Ashton already threw the link. It's eternummusic.com out into the chat. So it's out there for everybody to see. And it is now on the screen for everybody to see.
Yep. You got Cam on the left on bass, and Chris is drumming. That we hit him, and it's not that he looks like an ogre or anything like that. But both fantastic. Chris and I have known each other for a long time. We see eye to eye in a lot of music, and that passion that comes with it too. And then Cam is just another person too. He's, for me, he's a sounding board. He's an anchor for the group on here, and I think that's what has really helped us flourish, is how well we work together. And then you get the 4 of us in the room with our production team at Sunshine, and it's just like I always say to Kayla, I was like, that was not how I expected it to go, and it was better.
Mm-hmm.
And you've got a voodoo shirt already, or voodoo doll shirt. I already checked that out. That's awesome.
That is really cool.
Yeah. So we will have those with us on tour, and then we'll have some of the beanies, and then some of the vintage cartoons there on the bottom left as well too, and then some other cool stuff too. So come and check us out.
Right on. So how did you guys hook up with A Killer's Confession?
Again, our producer Scott Wilson put this all together for us. He's like, hey, they're looking for an act to go with them, and I was like, oh, I know these guys. And then I heard Ventana. I was like, oh, this is the stuff I grew up on. I love this. So we got really excited about it. So like, yeah, let's do it. It's like, musicians dream about doing this kind of stuff, and it's like, what, let's do it. Let's make it happen.
As well.
Yep. I think
when you got it.
Cool. So cool, because I loved Mushroom Head. Love Mushroom Head, but this tour, oh my gosh, they're bringing them all back. Waylon's going to be there, Jamin's going to be there, Stitch. Everybody. I'm like, holy crap, this is going to be intense. And then for you guys to be chosen to go along with them is absolutely amazing. So that just speaks volumes for what you guys have already accomplished, and so proud of you.
It's truly humbling. But it also means that we are going to bring our A game for this too, because we know what this means, especially for it. I saw that when I saw the lineup. I was like, ooh, all right, game time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's like an interesting dynamic too with trying to bring, like we talked about, something really new and exciting paired with like the nostalgia of fans coming out to see these people that they've been loving, and music that they've been listening to for years and years. I think it's actually really special, because just when you're going to like see the person that you've always idolized, and then it's like, oh, who the hell are these guys?
Right.
We're really excited to be like, just to give them something new and something to leave the concert like, I didn't expect that,
And I think you're really going to be surprised. We saw A Killer's Confession not too terribly long ago, and Waylon was out there just mingling with everybody in the crowd. When another band was up there, he would be behind the merch table. He was taking pictures of it with everybody. Awesome. So I think you're going to be really surprised that they don't have the rock star mentality, and they're just out there. And he said, I will not go home until every single one of you have a picture with me. So
that's amazing.
It's really cool. Yeah.
I just hope he brings his dog too, because I love the picture of him and his puppy. I'm like, okay, that'd be really cool.
That's why we agreed in the first place. It was the dog. So
right.
I have the dog.
Yep.
Definitely looking forward to touring with him now. Definitely.
Awesome. I sure hope I could make the one over in Tulsa. It's an hour and a half away, but I would love to see you guys and just celebrate with you.
If you can't make it to the show, we will be at a local Waffle House, so you'll know it.
Boom. April 25th. I'm just gonna go sit at Waffle House.
Yeah, we need are we sponsored or what?
Actually, I'm hoping if all plays out well, I will see you guys on April 25th in Leavenworth.
Awesome.
Oh, cool.
I should
That's
say
great.
I shouldn't say in Leavenworth because there's
Yeah.
food in there. You guys say at Leavenworth?
Yeah.
Because when you say in Leavenworth, people just think you're incarcerated. So
Yeah.
Awesome.
yeah, hopefully that all goes well and I'll get to see you guys in person
Oh, would love to meet you in face to face.
and hang out. That'll be great.
You can see how much taller I am than everybody. It'll be
Ah!
great.
I'll
You don't
wear
have to
my,
worry about losing her in a crowd. So yeah, it's
I'll
like
make
Monica,
sure
our,
that-
our band photo. It's really that is the size of it. Chris is probably the shortest one of the band. She's a tall, so that's why you can't see him.
Yeah, I like
Sure.
show up to the shows,
Yeah.
like I wear these like big platform boots, and Chris is just like, "Please stop, Kayla. Like you're already tall enough." I'm like,
Yeah.
We
"You
get
don't
it.
understand."
Yeah.
You know who else wears platform boots?
Oh
Oh
Lord.
heck yeah!
There we go.
Oh God.
Oh,
He was
amazing.
ready with that.
He was. He
always
was
is.
ready on the button, boy.
That was gold. What are you talking about?
Oh my
Randy, I
gosh.
don't have any more notes, but I absolutely love these guys, and I want
I
them
do
to come
too.
back and chat with us whenever they want as well.
We'll definitely
Absolutely.
appreciate the invite.
Yeah, thank you
Yeah.
guys so much for having us.
Yeah.
No problem. And like I told the other band, anytime you guys have anything that you want to get out there, just hit us up. Tell Shauna. Shauna can send it to me. Just hit us up personally, and we will promote it on all of our social media. And we would love to have you back on.
Thank you.
Oh, we'd
so
definitely love to
much.
return.
Yeah,
Hopefully we'll have the
definitely
whole group with
stay
us.
tuned.
Yeah.
Stay tuned for Friday. Voodoo Dolls coming
Friday.
It's
Yes.
I'm ready for it.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
It really is, and now I'll have to see it live. Like,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
a little clip, I have to go see it live. You know, that's the best part.
That's a song we're always excited to play for. It's like, all right, cool. This is, it's just a blast. It's so much fun. So
Yeah, I will say about Voodoo Doll, it's like there's this very much driving energy that it's like you want to start it over and hear it again. And we definitely have like done a lot of work to make sure that that energy like translates to the live show. Like sometimes you hear a record and then you see the band and you're like, what happened? But I feel like we've done a lot of practice and work and just the shows we've done already into like kind of perfecting how we can get the energy of the record to translate in a way that can be received face to face. So I'm really excited for that, and just like for the chance to play so many shows and kind of refine that energy even more. So I'm excited because I think Voodoo Doll is a good take of the vibe we're trying to give as a whole. So yeah, stay tuned.
It's going to be a great year for you guys.
Oh yeah.
so
for sure.
excited, and it's just the beginning. We got other stuff in line that I can't really discuss right now, but so there's gonna be some really cool stuff happening later this year. So
There it is.
I never thought I would actually have to say that. Like I probably can't even say this right now. Otherwise, I'd tell you all the secrets. But
Right.
we got like some amazing writers we started working with and stuff like that too, and collaborations and stuff.
Oh,
So,
good
Oh,
stuff.
that is awesome news.
All right. We always joke that we hate when a band says that. It's like, oh, I've got this stuff. We can't talk about it. But then again, we're happy for you because it's so big that you can't let it out yet. So,
Yeah.
I mean, we actually secretly love it when you can't tell us things.
Yeah.
Mhm. Makes us more
You gotta
excited.
keep the mystery. You have to be a little mysterious, right? I think
That's
people
right.
should start saying that in normal conversation, like, I have something really big coming, but gotta sit on it for a little bit. Right?
Yeah.
I tell you, but then I'd have to
We'll
kill
find
you.
out.
So.
Talk about it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
It's top secret.
You're on the right track, Jose. Keep the mystery.
Oh, that's cool. I got security clearance. It's fine.
So do I, but
Jose, we'll talk more offline.
all right.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much. You guys were absolutely amazing, and I know you're going to be absolutely amazing out on tour as well. So thank you, and please don't be strangers with us.
Thank you all
That's
so
for sure.
much. Have a great
Thank you for
night.
having us on. This is a blast. It was a great meeting you guys. I'm definitely looking forward to keep building this relationship and hopefully get to meet you face to face.
Yeah,
Absolutely
awesome.
we'll all share Waffle House together. We'll be family.
I'm here for it. I'm here for
You
it.
had my word.
I love that.
Thank y'all.
Thank you guys. You have a good evening.
You too.
I appreciate y'all.
Stay warm.
Try.
Randy, before you play us out, I just want to make sure I say that one very important thing is support these bands. Go to their pages, go like their stuff, buy merch directly from the bands, go to the show, buy it there. That's gas money in the pocket. Like,
damn right.
Do it. And hey, we're on YouTube and Spotify. You can follow us too.
And we have merch too.
Yeah, do that. We got shirts.
We have wristbands now.
Yeah, we have some wristbands and we've got some stickers.
I'm gonna excuse me.
I literally found out about this like yesterday.
What?
It's like brand new.
I literally found out about it just now, so you're happy.
Hey, I just learned about the stickers.
We need to open an online store, yo.
Get on it.
With that said, online store coming soon. Randy, you want to take us out?
Yeah.
We bang your ugly friends too.